Hi there. I'd like to introduce more ways to eat your Cadbury's cream eggs. Here's Lone Ranger on silver. Whoa, take it steady, Neddy. On tom-toms, Abraham Lincoln. Wham, bam, thank you, Abraham. Julius Caesar on saxophone. He's a taste bud pleaser there. Caesar Geezer. Bonnie Prince Charlie doing the yoki koki. Off with its block jock. Cadbury's cream eggs. How do you eat yours?
So, young Mustin, joining us on the top floor, eh? Nice to have a bit of cash to play with, I should imagine.
Well, yes, I've just invested in...
Investment, Mustin, is a lot like golf. Imagine that this ball is your cash. And let's call that flag your dividend. Prices swing up and down. Got a strike while the iron is hot. See?
Well, you don't get all these complications at the Alliance and Leicester. Just good rates of interest and branches everywhere. Looks like your investment's hit rock bottom, sir.
Yes, humour, Mustin, is something you won't be needing on the top floor, thank you.
You get a smarter investor at the Alliance and Leicester.
Eddie Cochran. How to get to Eddie Cochran. I remember, I blew practically every penny on this just knock-em-dead wardrobe. So that night I said, a lot of good you did me, fellas.
Come on, everybody.
I just put on my Levi's and a sweatshirt and went down to that party.
Oh, well, we really have a party, but we gotta...
I remember how embarrassed I was. But Eddie asked me to stay.
When you go to sleep, don't fall prey to the nighttime terrors like ghouls and specters. And spots. Spots just love the night. But they hate Clearasil because it removes the oil and dirt ordinary washing leaves behind. Clearasil lotion cleanses pore deep with an antibacterial action. And so does Clearasil milk for combination skin. Use their cleansing power mornings and at night, and you'll help prevent spots going bump in the night.
At Whitegates, we keep in touch every step of the way.
That's the way, at Whitegates, that's the way.
If you've got something to sell, you need a classified ad in the Manchester Evening News. You can place an ad for just about anything. A double bed, a garden shed, a sports car, or even a budgerigar. But don't expect just a trickle of replies. You could be absolutely...
With over 750,000 readers, a small ad in the Manchester Evening News gets a big response.
Get the maximum out of life. Get the max. Get the maximum, be your best. Get the max. Get the maximum done. Get the max, get the fun. Maxwell House is the way to the taste of today. Get the maximum, you know how. Get the max. Get the Maxwell House. Share it out. Get the max. Get the maximum taste. Get the maximum blend. Go for maximum pace. Get the taste to the end. Get the max.
Get the taste, get the max.
Ian Skelly promises to beat any deal you've been offered, on the spot. That's why he's introduced the Best Deal Promise on the biggest selection of superior used cars in the Northwest. And more, much more for your trade-in. The massive Ian Skelly Centre at the end of the M62.
Hi there. I'd like to introduce more ways to eat your Cadbury's cream eggs. Here's Lone Ranger on silver. Whoa, take it steady, Neddy. On tom-toms, Abraham Lincoln. Wham, bam, thank you, Abraham. Julius Caesar on saxophone. He's a taste bud pleaser there. Caesar Geezer. Bonnie Prince Charlie doing the yoki koki. Off with its block jock. Cadbury's cream eggs. How do you eat yours?
Eddie Cochran. How to get to Eddie Cochran. I remember, I blew practically every penny on this just knock-em-dead wardrobe. So that night I said, a lot of good you did me, fellas.
Come on, everybody.
I just put on my Levi's and a sweatshirt and went down to that party.
Oh, well, we really have a party, but we gotta
I remember how embarrassed I was. But Eddie asked me to stay.
I bet he drinks Carling Black Label. Oh, the next bloke through that door.
What's that? Gives a pint of aftershave. Whew.
Straight glasser?
Your best bet for a fuller flavour.
If your business is food and drink, don't miss the Northern International Catering and Licensed Trade Exhibition from the 20th to the 23rd of February at the Norbrake Castle Hotel, Blackpool.
Anyone can save with an insurance company. But how long do you want to sit around waiting for your money? With Commercial Union, you have a choice. You can save for your retirement or for much earlier in life. We believe in savings you can spend on a rainy day or a sunny one. Because CU Life is for living.
This is an urgent announcement from Furs Direct, Europe's biggest fur, leather and sheepskin warehouse open to the public. An emergency clearance sale has been forced by recent mild weather conditions. Thousands of garments must be cleared on a first-come, first-served basis, and no reasonable offer will be refused. So go direct to Furs Direct, Derby Street, Manchester.
With something this natural, would you add artificial colouring? Neither would we. Simple, not perfumed, not coloured, just kind.
Look at what he's sending, G. We want 100 pints of lager.
Yeah, come on, tell them for a pain, aren't they?
The excess.
I went 4 poppadoms.
The contract.
Rights to exploitation on any planet, now or yet to be known to man.
The video.
Do you know what label it's on? It's on Frilly Pink. Do you want to make something of it or what?
The single. The violence.
I hate Barry Manilow.
The festival, and there's more bad news as the comic strip presents next Saturday at 10:50 on 4.
Yeah, well, it sounds better without a bossa nova, you know.
On May the 6th, 1895, Rudolph Valentino was born, and the rest is history. Well, that date is fact. The way the history is treated in Ken Russell's film In a Few Minutes is, like most of his work, controversial. Rudolf Nureyev portrays Valentino. Next on 4.
With Lemon Fresh Fairy, you've got all the sense of fairy, all the scent of lemon. Now your only dilemma is which fairy to choose.
I wonder, if I ate enough Heinz baked beans, do you think I could become Prime Minister?
You just might, Margaret. You just might.
Millions of little Britons have grown up great knowing beans means Heinz.
Hello, Tosh. Look at the state of your telly. You've got a picture like a wobbly jelly. Apart from losing half the screen, the whole thing bends. Know what I mean? Your old box, well, bless my soul, reflects the light like a goldfish bowl. Seems the designer made a boob. Try Toshiba's flattest, squarest tube. The FST, where you been? We've straightened the corners and flattened the screen. For the best colour picture, meet a leader. Say hello, Tosh, to a new Toshiba.
Our price, our price, our price. It's wet, wet, wet at our price. Wet, wet, wet. Voted Best British Newcomer in the British Record Industry Awards with 3 hit singles from their #1 album, Popped In, Sold Out. It's clearly a winner at over 190 Our Price record shops.
Just for the fun of it, the look of it, just for the splash of it, Diet Coca-Cola
long would it take you to find the lowest motor insurance quote from over 160 companies? In a couple of ticks. If you speak to those friendly Swinton people, Swinton! Where at the touch of a button they'll compare them all for you. So cut the cost and the hassle. Call Swinton, because nobody looks harder to find you a lower quote.
Hey, what's with the singing, Fred? You have birdseed for breakfast?
Try a bowl of team, Barney. Tasty as cornflakes, healthy as bran flakes.
Hey, that's great.
Yeah, helps set me up for the day. It's full of fiber and... Whoa, yabba-dabba-doo!
Yabba dabba what, Fred?
Team, the only cereal with
Yabba-dabba-doo!
It's confusing looking for a job. At Brook Street, we aim to slot you into a better job.
Starting in 2 weeks, a season of new, highly acclaimed TV premieres, Film on 4. In Born of Fire, Peter Firth is on a mysterious musical quest.
I'm looking for the master musician.
The music is created here. Its source is fire.
Pass rod to big wheels. This is a radio check. Do you copy? Will you shut up and navigate?
In Eat the Peach, border town life is put in a spin when two men determine to build a wall of death. A young Russian exile is unexpectedly overwhelmed by the warm memories of his first love, Mashenka. Helen Mirren and Tom Conti star in Heavenly Pursuits, a truly miraculous comedy.
Somebody up there likes me.
Maybe it's the van driver he likes.
In Lamb, a Christian brother helps a young Borstal inmate to run away, a fated gesture misunderstood by the world.
Gardaí are treating the case as kidnapping.
Kidnapped?
That'll be an express trip back to the home for you and prison for me. Ah!
Alan Bennett's black comedy about the black market, a private function with Michael Palin and Maggie Smith.
It's not just pork, Gilbert. It's power.
And recounting the tempestuous affair that took Ruth Ellis to the gallows.
I want you to marry me.
Why? Are you pregnant?
Dance with a Stranger, launching a prestigious new season of Film on 4.
This is Channel 4, and this is Ken Russell's 1977 film version of the life of Rudolph Valentino.